Today, I'd like to conclude some reflections on chapter 4 of the Gospel of Matthew. We're taking a look at the call that Jesus gave to the apostles and how Jesus reached out to them and how quickly they responded. Many times we make a call, we make an invitation to people, but the response is negligible or the response is very slow. Either response is very immediate. And this really emphasizes, I think, the mysterious power of Jesus. We imagine this scene of Jesus approaching these fishermen on the boat and saying very simple words, "Come, follow me." Uh, and there's something in that personal encounter there with Jesus. As they're looking into his eyes, as they're hearing his voice, that touches something deep within them, and they're able to respond to that. It is mystery. It's not like Jesus sort of laid out a job description for them and said, well, if you follow me, this is what's going to happen, and we're going to be together for 3 years, and there's going to be many miracles that I'll do, and I'll go about in Galilee, I'll go about in the land of Judah in the south. We'll travel to Jerusalem. We'll travel all over the country. No, he doesn't really lay out any specifics. He just says, "Come, follow me." He gives this beautiful, amazing, and awesome invitation. And it's a mystery they respond to that invitation. Then we see after Jesus does that, and after now the apostles are following him, the 4 initially, he ministers to a great multitude. So we go from this small, intimate encounter of Jesus with the 4 fishermen to now a great multitude. So Jesus' fame has spread. Initially, he was baptized. It was kind of quiet. He started small, but now word is out. Jesus is preaching. And he was teaching in many of the synagogues. So his approach is very interesting. He goes around Galilee at this point, and Matthew has him in these various synagogues preaching to the people, telling them about the scriptures, about the kingdom, about his ministry, what he is all about. And he basically is proclaiming at this point what we call the gospel of the kingdom. This is good news he's proclaiming. The kingdom that you have been waiting so long for, this kingdom is here. This kingdom has arrived. And I'm inviting you all to be part of this kingdom, to follow me. So the apostles got that first call, Peter and Andrew, and James and John. Now the call is being expanded to be part of this kingdom. And Jesus goes around curing their illnesses. So people would bring relatives and friends who were sick, and Jesus would heal them. So we see here a real sense of the compassion of Jesus, his love for the people. He wanted to bring goodness and healing to the people. And the people are now responding to that. Because Matthew has great multitude, so word is out. We can come, we can hear this man preach about the kingdom. He's inviting us to this now. And this is again in a land where people had been oppressed. They were oppressed by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, by the Greeks, now by the Romans. A lot of difficulties for the people. A history that involved conflict, that involved persecution, certainly. This was not easy for the people. So they're eager to hear good news. They're eager to hear about a different kingdom than this kingdom that they live in, that is dominated by the Romans and the Roman system. Oh, there's another kingdom. And it's a kingdom of healing. It's a kingdom where if I know someone who is ill and I bring them to this man Jesus, there's a possibility that this person might be healed. So the fame of Jesus now starts to spread. It spreads to Syria, which was a Roman province to which Palestine belonged. So the provinces were in such a way that these smaller lands, like Palestine, would be part of this larger province that was controlled by the Romans. So not only was Jesus doing these miracles and these healings here in Israel, but word was spreading to other parts of the Roman Empire, to Syria in the north. And Jesus cured those who were possessed by evil spirits, those who were lunatics, and also those who were paralytics, those who were paralyzed and could not walk. So the healings occurred many different levels. So again, people were like, this man has to be special. He has a special message, but he's also backing it up with his healings. And Matthew reports that crowds came from Galilee in the north, from the Decapolis, the 10 cities, which is a federation of Greek cities in Palestine. They were originally 10 in number, and all but one of them was east of the Jordan River. And crowds came also from Jerusalem, so from the big city they were coming out, and Judea, and from beyond the Jordan. So we see that all of a sudden Jesus is attracting this attention. Word is spreading from all over. And Matthew ends chapter 4 by saying the crowds followed Jesus. So Jesus had that power, that mysterious power that we saw in the encounter, personal encounter with Andrew and Simon. We also saw it with James and John. Now we see it with a larger group. His fame is spreading. Word is out there. He's healing people. He's helping people. This man is special. Could he be the Messiah? Could he be a special prophet? So at the end of chapter 4, we see Jesus, who now is starting really to attract a following.